The first thing to understand about the circular economy is that it consists of two parts, technical and biological cycles. What is a technical cycle? The technical cycle refers to any materials that do not biodegrade. This includes metals, rare earth metals, and most plastics and polymers. These materials need to be recycled and reintroduced into the system in a circular economy. The scope of biological cycles is very broad. It could be cotton or forms of wood, like wood chipboards. Any well-designed material can return to the soil through physical degradation. It is important to differentiate between the two. For technical materials, we want to recycle them and reintroduce them into the economic cycle. Since most are non-biodegradable, we cannot let them lie around and disappear. The way biological cycles create value is different. These biological materials have been returning to the earth for billions of years, nourishing the soil. But in reality, we have disrupted this cycle, such as with wood, coffins, food, and human waste. We have failed to return these materials to the soil, disrupting the cycle. This is the two major cycles of technology and biology. Recycling and reuse systems are important. We want to recycle materials to bring them back into the system. For example, the vast majority of the value of a mobile phone lies in the phone itself. Of course, components and materials are also valuable. These materials should be recycled after the mobile phone becomes unusable. If one wants to reproduce something, it is certain to consume more funds and energy. For example, the remanufacturing of engines. Most refurbished engines are actually damaged. These engines will be completely disassembled for ultrasonic cleaning and cleaning. Then most of the parts will be reassembled into a new engine. In the refurbished engine, approximately 80% of the parts are original and 20% are replacement parts. However, compared with the brand new engine, the energy and materials of the refurbished engine have decreased by 80%. Therefore, a large amount of funds and resources have been saved, making the system more efficient. Maintenance and upkeep can maximize the utilization of resources. It is obviously the right practice to repair the items in time before they are damaged, to avoid serious malfunctions that would force the production of this item to cease. So, maintenance is an important part of the circular economy. It is suitable for items such as mobile phones and cars. Finally, the innermost part of the technical cycle is sharing. We can see that more and more people are sharing items. E-class in China. People can rent clothes, which is actually a kind of sharing. You can rent a large number of high-quality fashions. Sharing can actually adopt more ingenious methods. The biological cycle is fundamentally different from the technical cycle. A piece of wood can be used for burning. You can also be made into a table. When the table is worn out, it can be processed into chipboard. When the chipboard is used up, it can be decomposed into fertilizer. As we said, through cascading use, we maximize the life cycle of an item. The same applies to cotton. Cotton can be made into t-shirts, and when the t-shirt wears out, it can be made into padding, etc. Finally, if it is non-toxic and biodegradable organic cotton, it can return to the biological system. Regeneration is an opportunity. For many years, we have been exploiting and consuming resources on a large scale. If we collect human waste, kitchen waste, and food production waste, and return them to the ecosystem, allowing the soil to regenerate. So, the goal of the circular economy is to To create positive impacts across various activities in the entire economic system, Adidas do the circular economy well. More than 8 million tons of plastic pour into the ocean every year. $300 million pairs of sneakers are discarded. A linear economy is draining the planet. From take, use, dispose to regenerate, recycle, coexist. Adidas reconstructs the industrial logic with innovation. Recycled loop. Each pair of Ultra Boost contains 50% ocean plastic. By 2020, 30 million pairs of shoes had been transformed, intercepting over 170,000 tons of ocean waste. In 2016, plastic bags were phased out in stores worldwide. In 2020, the proportion of sustainable products increased by 40%. Futurecraft loop, designed without glue, is 100% recyclable and can be remade, giving each product an infinite lifespan. The Milo material, developed in collaboration with Bolt Threads. Replaces animal leather with mushroom mycelium, reducing the carbon footprint by 90%. From Parley's Ocean Plastic Interception Network to Albert's 2-kilogram carbon footprint running shoes program, Adidas believes that the circular economy requires industry collaboration. As Adidas believes, the truth is, these shoes alone will not save the planet, but they contribute to a more sustainable future of product creation.